How are we doing today, Starseeds? I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to stretch my astrologer muscles, as well as ride the astronomy high that I'm currently on, by offering you all a tarot reading covering the effects of Mars and the waning gibbous moon being together in the sky on the morning of October 22nd and 23rd. In addition, to get even more specific and acquire a grander picture of the waning gibbous' effect on us, the angels will also be helping us answer the question, what does the waning gibbous moon do for us, specifically, this one in particular? It will also be close to Jupiter and the Gemini stars Castor and Pollux as well, which I pulled a card to discover how this will be influencing us as well. So let's go ahead and dive into the cards, so that we may attain another level of enlightenment from what we find, shall we? First off, answering the question, how will Mars and the moon's closeness in the sky be affecting us? The major arcana of the moon is what literally popped out to speak to us about this. Here, the two little stars shining brighter than most of the others at the top left of the moon is standing out to me. It is coming with the energies of cuteness, a sense of feeling special, as well as the energies of someone getting stabbed and punctured with a very skinny, sharp object. When tuning in even further to scope out what the latter part of that meant, I felt that it both had something to do with huge, Martian-like egos heightening to get stronger, which we are not going to shut down permanently for future conjunctions like these, in reverse, so that these petty egos, mainly existing within controlling, insecure so-called men, mainly women, and women with too much masculine energy, may grow smaller, weaker, and insecure very swiftly. Although this has nothing to do with it, natural cuteness and brightness, often found in starseeds, is what's threatened by these types of Martian egos and Martian men, attempting to drain our energy, shut us up, steal our voices, natural innate power, dignity, even personality, and then wear it like clothes that they've always worn as an effect. However, this is just not the case, nor the true version of our reality, and we are not going to reclaim all of the energy, time, dignity, space, and integrity wrought from us throughout the 5 decades I'm being told by our planet and teacher of the month, Venus, that this has been ruthlessly occurring right in front of our faces and behind our backs when our enemies kept growing much more stronger, careless, and ruthless over us as time went on. This grand takeover was most definitely triggered by the so-called powers controlling our matrix system, utilizing its extraordinary abilities and wondrous potentials as a beast system of pure hatred and evil instead. So it's a very good thing we've discovered this, right? It is now a fairy system I am calling a vote for, which I feel for certain many of you will also agree with once feeling into it, as our entire personal universal district domain was founded and created by the lightest, most precious fairies of pure innocence there pretty much ever was. How lucky, special, and overbearingly blessed we are to actually be naturally a part of something like this, right? After professing that, the woman submerged under the body of water felt as if she were then sinking down further and further, with so much defeat, regret, embarrassment, and full understanding of her past actions. I feel that this incredible flaw in the system, most definitely to cater to Satan and his crooked design and plans, was also doing his part to brainwash and hijack the minds of innocent men, women over the past 12 years mainly, as time slowly passed, who happened to have Mars as a dominant figure in their natal chart. How petty, senseless, disrespectful, inhumane, and downright evil, huh? To correct and redirect this, however, in order to make us even more whole, we are now going to ask for the angels and hungry spirits overseeing this reading to backfire all of the brainwashing and hypnosis they've been placing upon us, as well as the people we love and would bond with beautifully and harmoniously, had this never been present to bother and overtake us in the first place. Say goodbye to unnecessary past hurts, fights, and burdens of this nature, as the woman waves goodbye to the moon she once had control of and sought out for power like the nasty witch she is. In terms of it being a waning gibbous moon, I am feeling the energies of it helping the past fade away, kind of like a page turning in a book to begin a new chapter, which you've likely experienced and are very familiar with if you've gone through this a lot on your personal spiritual awakening journey in the Ascension process. But we are now going to ask for this to grow much stronger, thematic, conscious, and straight to the point, even permanently if it is to be of use to us in the future, so that we may have even greater ease getting on with our lives and what's truly important in our lives, hoping to bring in the long-awaited Golden Age as a result. Lastly, when tuning in to find out how the Moon and Mars' closeness this month of October will be affecting us, the black and white wolves on either side of the illustration felt as if they were actually coming together, representing both people coming together that weren't for a while, quarrels with others being resolved, quarrels with oneself resolving from imbalances in the brain and body in general, as well as both hemispheres of the brain bonding together more tightly, so that internal separation and aloofness of self will no longer be a thing. So, if you could tell, the B system was fixing it so that blocks would naturally get in the way of true healing, which I'm going to ask to be cleared out of our matrix fairy system altogether, if any other squares, trines, conjunctions, etc., have been functioning this way against their will, our will, over the past several years. Now, for once, we can finally truly get somewhere in life without ping-ponging back and forth and spinning around in circles like chickens with their heads cut off from the complete rewiring I'm being told by our fairy angels of our universal solar system plus our very own personal solar system as a result of all of this. When asking the question, how will its closeness to Jupiter and the Gemini stars Castor and Pollux be affecting us, the Eight of Cups is what wanted to give us this answer. When tuning into the Eight of Cups card, I began feeling the energies of gazing blindly and aloofly out into the distance, as well as being sort of trapped within one's mind, and it was supposed to be a daydream instead of actually daydreaming like we used to, without the devil's influence over us. Putting us, especially those most easily affected, in a compartment within the back of their minds, so that they may grow more and more unnecessarily nostalgic, unpresent, uncomfortable with life, their own life, while our enemies utilize it as an excuse to pathetically vacation. Thankfully, however, we have already rewired our entire system just moments ago, making this a mere sick discovery more than anything else at all. Being entirely free from these spells, hosting the Hunger Games, The Purge, Zombie Apocalypse Ascension Process, which this aspect of the game most certainly is, in terms of zombies. Which many, way too many so-called people on this planet have no problem being, it obviously turns out. I am being told that Jupiter is actually making our realities clearer when it would not have been able to before without our intervention, and it is a planet that is so for childhood that it isn't even funny, as he is very much of child nature, frequency, and embodiment as well, which is why the energy of the purest cuteness is felt whenever saying his name, if you're sensitive to this, or when intending to tap into his frequency. This major healing, an unnatural glitch that we've caught taking over, playing with, and tampering with the lives of too many people who actually gives a damn about themselves and life as a whole, will make it so the mass, once deeply ingrained aloof spells, can now fade away and subside with time, quickly with time, however, for we don't have any time to waste with something so important and disturbing at the same time. Now we are free to resume our normally scheduled daydreaming while actually getting somewhere, reflecting on positive things, hilarious things even, and create brand new ideas without feeling compelled to punish ourselves with low vibrational thoughts instead. Already I can feel a huge upswing within the energy of humanity and our entire planet as a whole as an effect of this. In addition to this, the stars Pollux and Castor, represented by the two cups floating in the water behind her, feel as if they are here to uplift our vibrations, rather than pull them down, which we've basically just discovered together, as well as encouraged us to play lightly like kids, which is the exact energy that exists within the second childhood, 5D New Earth, Age of Aquarius Paradise paradigm, 5D meaning going full circle, and redirecting right back to simpler times days, but with a different, much more high vibrational, fair, yet still grounded twist on it in order to make it much more wholesome, true to life, who we are, where we came from, and simply human. This is all yours now, ours for the taking, like the true thieves we naturally are and always were at the core. Mwahahaha. I am also feeling the ability to let go of upsets and troubles that don't matter up here in this heavenly playground frequency, with the energy and theme of the original aloofness that we experienced as children, whilst playing wildly and chaotically without a care to worry about in the world, counteracting the aloof spells they placed on us in 2012, attempting their best to match this in reverse, if you can tell. Now it is officially a safe world where a kid can be a kid just as much as they want and so dare to be, no matter what age you are, here in the 5D New Earth, Golden Age of Aquarius paradise. Your true home, the home they took you from and kept you from returning to for so long with their games. Taking back power, all power that was stolen from us, through the Beast filter system and infiltration system, since the Hunger Games Witch Age began, is now felt restoring to us in full from all of the careers, that being the Dark Mothers, Dark Fathers, Patriarch, Matriarch system, and their progenies on the ground, representing our peers that volunteered for the game with sick intentions. Now they can officially fall from the sky, and their ego clouds raising them high up above us like Pennywise the Clown's prized possessions. We are the winners and victors of this win, although we didn't volunteer as tribute, which makes it even all the better. And that concludes this very surprising, unexpected, but not too surprising and unexpected, tarot reading covering the Mars and Moon conjunction, with our own, now more alive than ever, planet Jupiter and the Gemini stars Pollux and Castor, Gemini commanding their influences to be even more thorough, helping us so very kindly along the way. I wish you well, and please make the best of it.